Now on CoastTV News.
We are slowly drying out from yesterday's rain, but there are more April showers in the forecast the next couple of days and cool temperatures as well. Details on that in your weekend forecast in a few minutes.
Because of all that rain, we have flooding frustrations. One area of Oak Orchard has shown improvements, another has not, and why that part of the community is considered a hazard.
Recovery and reconstruction. That is the plan for this area where the Francis Scott Key Bridge once stood. The priorities from Maryland's governor 1 week after that collapse.
Commissioners eye school construction. This is a plan for a new elementary school in Berlin. Why it's been on hold for over 6 months.
This is CoastTV News Today.
And welcome to our 6 o'clock hour. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Paige Marley. It's Thursday, April 4th, 2024.
Paige, I saw something I hadn't seen in about a week this morning, walking out of the house. Stars in the sky. There was actually clear spots of the sky.
Yes, I did notice there were like really clear spots and then clouds, like
But
bunches.
Not all clouds.
Not all clouds. No, just little bunches of them. So you should be able to still get out before the sun gets up, check out the stars. Did you see the moon?
I didn't.
I didn't either.
Okay.
Okay. Well, don't look for the moon. It's probably not out, but that's okay. Let's move on.
We didn't see it. It's not there.
It's not there. Yeah, right. We're bad. Okay, we need to move on. I'm going to keep laughing. First alert meteorologist Bob Trahy is here with us. Bob, did you see the moon this morning?
Paige, don't you know the moon is busy right now? It's getting ready for the big eclipse. You know, the moon's in his makeup room getting his makeup on, yeah, all of that good stuff. No, I did not see the moon this morning. Saw the stars. Big puddles out there. We had all that rain yesterday and last night. It has dried out, and it's clear now. We're in between systems. There's one to the north bringing rain and snow to the northeast, a big snowstorm across New England, then another upper level low across the Ohio Valley with snow and rain here. And this will move to the east, and yeah, we've got more rain coming this afternoon. Nothing severe, but have the rain gear handy. Low 40s out the door. Temperature-wise, a westerly wind will pick up today, so not the best day. Morning sunshine, clouds, kind of breezy. And then by afternoon, we'll start to see those showers popping with the heat of the day. Temperatures into the mid-50s and breezy, a little cooler at the beaches. And then once the sun goes down, I think the showers will go away. Here's your UV index brought to us by Ocean City. It's a 5 today. Burn time is 40 minutes. Make sure you have the hat and sunglasses. And in days to come, find a shady spot as well, as we're in the higher medium to high range. So the higher SPF shady spot and limit time outdoors are in order.
Thank you, Bob. And our stretch of rain this week not helping when dealing with flooding on standing water like we're showing you there. It's long been an issue in Oak Orchard. Some people living on River Road say it can sometimes be, well, a river. That's why drainage improvements for that street are needed. The Indian River Volunteer Fire Company says flooding prevents standard emergency vehicles like fire trucks and ambulances from getting to situations quickly. We went to Oak Orchard to hear what people living there are saying after all this recent rain, and here's what one person told us.
When you have these high tides or nor'easters, you know, you have the water getting packed up into the bays. But in general, we really enjoy being on the water, better than being in the water.
Denrec and the Sussex Conservation District created a stormwater drainage system on Mercer Avenue in Oak Orchard, which people who live there tell us has helped.
New this morning, we have an update in the ongoing effort to rebuild the Francis Scott Key Bridge that collapsed in Maryland. Can you believe it was a week ago that the container ship crashed into one of the support beams, sending that bridge into the water and taking the lives of over 4 men who were working on the bridge at that time? Just yesterday, Maryland Governor Wes Moore said that work continues with recovering those bodies of those killed in the collapse and providing support to workers affected by the disaster, also clearing wreckage from shipping lanes. Moore also said that rebuilding the bridge is the last phase of this operation.
We cannot rebuild the bridge until we first clear the wreckage. But we will clear the channel, we will move the dolly, and we will rebuild the Francis Scott Key Bridge.
Now, bad weather has complicated some of these recovery efforts, with rain and murky water making dives dangerous for recovery workers.
We have an update on a story that we first brought to you out of Laurel in February. This involves a shooting, and we now know a second suspect has been identified by police there. There was a warrant for a 17-year-old male from Seaford. The Laurel Police Department has been investigating a shooting that took place February 11th at the Carvel Gardens apartment complex. They say the 17-year-old was already in custody in Maryland for a different crime. He'll now be extradited to Delaware. Earlier in late March, a suspect, Branson Daniels, was also arrested in Ocean City.
The end of an era for Fenwick Island town manager. After 27 years of service, town manager Pat Schuchman is stepping into retirement. And to commemorate her years of dedication, the town is hosting an open house at the town hall. It's on April 5th from 1 to 3 p.m. And the new town manager, Lori Dabondanza, will step into her role officially April 8th.
Happening today, you should get a clear idea of Worcester County's plans for the construction of a new Buckingham Elementary School in Berlin. This afternoon, county commissioners will review how the construction of a new school will be paid for. This project was put on hold back in October of last year over funding issues. Now, back then, the plans called for a new, nearly 103,000 square foot Buckingham school. That's a gross figure. That figure exceeded the state formula maximum of 65,218 square feet.
Also happening today, this in Dewey Beach, paving work set to begin. The town saying this covers the second block of Chesapeake Street through Bayard Avenue to Bellevue Street. That work must be done by May 1st, so after that, paving will resume after Labor Day from the ocean block of Jersey Street to Collins Avenue. No parking signs will be placed a day before that work. DelDOT has installed flashing construction signs to make drivers aware.
Also today, another round of hydrant flushing in Lewis, and if you live in the city, you could experience low water pressure or discolored water. The Board of Public Works says this one is taking place on the beach side. Townside flushing, that began yesterday. City officials say if you have any discoloration, turn on the cold water until it runs clear.
And very similar happening in Rehoboth Beach. According to the city there, hydrant flushing, that starts the week of April 8th. The city saying flushing will remove mineral deposits in the pipes. Those hydrants in Rehoboth Beach will be flushed from Wilmington to Laurel Streets on Monday of that week and from Newcastle to Prospect on Tuesday, then Maryland to Grenoble Wednesday. People in that area may also experience low water pressure or discolored water during that flushing.
President Biden and Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu are set to speak by phone today. This comes days after 7 humanitarian aid workers from the U.S.-based non-governmental organization World Central Kitchen, they were killed in airstrikes.
Yeah, that attack has sparked some global outrage, and it's increased calls for a ceasefire in Gaza. NBC's Bree Jackson shows us what the two are expected to discuss and the future of the war in that region.
Questions remain about Israel's airstrike on a World Central Kitchen convoy in the Gaza Strip.
Some of the people that died were my friends.
The organization's founder, Chef Jose Andres, demands answers.
They were targeted systematically, car by car. They attacked the first car, but there are 7 on top of a list of more than another 190 humanitarian workers that they've been killed over the last 6 months.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu admits his forces are responsible for what he called an unintended strike. President Biden criticized Israel for not doing enough to protect civilians.
He's outraged and he's heartbroken.
The White House says it shares the goal of dismantling Hamas in Rafah.
But we do not want them to conduct a full-scale operation that we believe would not only lead to a high number of civilian deaths.
Nearly 200 humanitarian aid workers are among the thousands of innocent lives lost since the conflict began. This most recent attack emphasizes the dangers involved for those only trying to help.
It's very difficult to provide aid. There are so many challenges and barriers.
Humanitarians and civilians should never be paying the consequences of war.
For now, the World Central Kitchen has paused its efforts to deliver much-needed aid to Gaza. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
President Biden has advocated for more restrictions to Israel's response to those horrific attacks last October by Hamas. He hasn't spoken to Netanyahu since March 18th.
All right, well, we're just getting started in this hour of Coast TV News Today.
Coming up on Coast TV News Today, coastal beach cleanup. With summer on the way, our coastal beaches need that little extra love, and we will tell you where you can attend the beach cleanup in Slaughter Beach.
And more Margaritaville pushback. We're telling you about why the surrounding businesses still not on board with the smaller plans for that scrapped Margaritaville Hotel and Resort.
Also, Milton traffic meeting, an update from DelDOT on transportation and more for the town. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
Solar is a legacy you will pass on to future generations. So choose a local company with the skills and expertise to do it right. Sunrise Solar is your complete solar energy solution, offering interactive systems for farming and industrial. The Sunrise team has the knowledge, training, and certifications necessary to build the best solar unit for your needs, with a 25-year panel production warranty. Call today about financing and low monthly payments. Sunrise Solar, powering your future.
Hi, I'm Jeff from Nuts.com. When my grandfather started this business in 1929, he relied on 4 important values: freshness, quality, variety, and service. I'm proud to carry on his legacy, but from a bigger space. We still freshly roast, season, and dip delicious nuts here in New Jersey and deliver them with the freshest dried fruits, snacks, and sweets to families that love our products all around the country, including mine.
We think you'll love Nuts.com too, so check us out and enjoy 20% off plus free shipping on your first order.
Our soldiers are heroes who protect our country. But when they come home, it's up to us to help our heroes. Now, during FH First Spring Into Giving campaign, for every $29 cooling system tune-up we perform, we'll donate that amount directly to Wounded Warrior Project. FH Fur Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical. Call 877-CALL-FUR or visit FHFur.com to schedule your $29 cooling system tune-up. And use hashtag SpringIntoGiving to share how you're giving back.
My daughter was beginning to struggle with substance use disorder. Felt like somebody cut my heart out. Her dream was to open a house to help other women recover. When we do our groundbreaking, I hear like at 6:30 in the morning. Nobody's here except one guy in a suit walking through the field. He says, "Kevin, David Trone, nice to meet you." For every person who is suffering from substance use disorder, there is no bigger champion.
I'm David Trone, and I approve this message.
6:12 on our drier Thursday morning. Partly cloudy skies. Sun's up at 6:40. Starting to see some daylight on the Boardwalk Plaza camp. Still a little wet out there. Watch for puddles, standing water this morning. It's chilly with temperatures in the low to mid 40s, so bundle up. And we've got a little bit of a breeze as well coming out of the northwest as we are looking at, well, we'll call it clear to partly cloudy skies. One big storm exiting to the northeast with rain and snow there. And to the west, we have more disturbed weather with some showers building in as we go into the afternoon. You can see this big spin to our west. So looking at rain this afternoon, but sunshine this morning. So if you're riding the ferry, I think you're dry this morning. Temperatures in the 40s and 50s, feeling chillier with that wind and then that rain. Scattered showers builds in this afternoon.
National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration has extended a voluntary slow zone after right whales were detected in Ocean City. It's now in effect through April 10th. Mariners are requesting to avoid boating or to do so at 10 knots or less inside the areas where right whales have been detected. So we have a list of all this on CoastTV.com. People in Milton will soon have a chance to have key traffic-related questions answered. Next Wednesday, there will be a Q&A and a session with a DelDOT at Town Council workshop. DelDOT will have answers. They will answer questions about transportation and other related traffic topics for the town, and this session will take place at 6:30 p.m. at the Milton Library. Lowe's Crossing Road in Millsboro between Jones Church Road and Pear Tree Road will be closed starting Monday, April 15th. You can see that area on your screen right now. Work is needed for the installation of a new crossroad pipe. DelDOT says the closure is expected to last until the 16th.
Many Apple users were unable to access their favorite apps for a brief period of time Wednesday. Some of those services impacted by this outage include the App Store, Apple TV, Apple Music, and Apple Podcasts. Apple saying the outage for those services began just around 6:30 in the evening, but the good news is the outage was resolved just about an hour later. Amazon is getting rid of its Just Walk Out checkouts. The feature allowed customers to pick out items and just leave the store without visiting a checkout kiosk. Customers would later be sent a receipt for the products they purchased. The change only applies to Amazon Fresh locations, which they will now move to using what's called the Amazon Dash Cart. Well, still to come this morning, more pushback for a planned hotel in Ocean City. We're telling you why surrounding businesses have filed an appeal for smaller plans that were recently approved.
And we're taking a look at our camera in Laurel, Tyndall's Casual Furniture Cam, looking good out there and seeing clear skies, some clouds, and we'll see the sunshine this morning, then increasing. April showers again into the afternoons today and tomorrow. It will be cool as well. Then it dries out for the weekend, but still on the chilly side. I'll have your details in your forecast in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
On Wednesday, May 15th, vote for your favorite chef at the 10th anniversary celebration Top Chef of the Culinary Coast event to benefit Meals on Wheels Lewis Rehoboth. The fun begins at 6 p.m. at Ivy and Dewey Beach, when you'll enjoy live music and feast on the area's best culinary creations and local spirits. Get your tickets online at mealsonwheelslr.org or call Meals on Wheels at 302-645-7449.
Have you been putting off correcting your smile?
Consider Smiles Correct Clear Aligners from Tillman Orthodontics.
We'll reach out to your insurance for you
and provide interest-free in-house financing.
I got free financing and made easy monthly payments.
Smiles Correct aligners are made right here at Tillman Orthodontics.
Unlike other clear aligners, at Tillman Orthodontics, the materials, the contours, and the treatment plans are fully customizable.
A customized plan just for me.
Did the sun come out or is it my smile?
You can only get Smiles Correct at Tillman Orthodontics, so call today.
Visit Tyndall's Casual Furniture, where comfort meets style and quality meets affordability. And affordability doesn't mean you have to compromise on quality. We are Delmarva's exclusive dealer for Pollywood, the name you know and trust. Pollywood dining sets start at only $9.95, fully assembled and backed by a 20-year warranty. We're also proud to carry made-in-the-USA brands like Casual Comfort and Telescope Casual. Plus, we have a wide selection of wicker by Northcape, all made with aluminum frames. So shop today with the local experts at Tyndall's Casual Furniture in Laurel and Lewis. The weather is brought to you by Spicer Brothers Construction. Born here to serve here.
At Spicer Brothers, we're not just about installing roofs. We're about protection, durability, and peace of mind. Our team of skilled professionals can install your last roof using the highest quality materials in as little as 1 day. And we make it easy with on-site design and digital proposal.
And right now, save $1,000 off your new roof. Plus, have peace of mind with our Platinum Plus lifetime warranty. And the best part, enjoy no interest and no payments for 18 months.
Call today and schedule your free in-home consultation because you deserve the best.
Time is 6:17, and we are looking live near the banks of the Mississippi. This is Milford, and lots of clouds we get right now, Bob, as we are looking for a return to normal today.
Yeah, no first alert day, no yellow, no red, none of that, Matt. We're looking at quieter conditions. We are seeing some clouds in some places this morning, others seeing starry skies. So it really depends on your location. But the key is we are done with the rough weather. But you want to drive with caution this morning because we're still seeing large puddles, wet roads from yesterday's rain and storms, and still some April showers the next couple of days, mainly afternoon hours. With the heating of the day, we'll spark off some of those showers, and then they'll tend to die down around sunset. And of course, it's a solar eclipse only 4 days away now, and we're looking at partly cloudy skies. And here's our solar eclipse QR code, and go ahead and focus on that with your phone camera, and you'll get special information on the eclipse on our webpage. So check that out. Check this out. We're seeing a break in the bad weather for Del Mar. We're seeing clear to partly cloudy skies. We're seeing one storm move away now just south of Long Island. They've got rain and even some big snows into New England. And then there's another upper level low back across the Ohio Valley with snow and rain here. And this will be pinwheeling its way to the east. And we're going to be looking at more of those showers into the afternoon. So if you want the sunshine, it's the morning hours for the sun. Temperatures in the 40s. Futurecast by noon, we start to cloud it up. The winds start picking up out of the west. And temperatures by 2:30 into the upper 50s around Millsboro and Selbyville, 54 in Del Mar. But feeling colder with that breeze and a bit of a sea breeze keeping you in the 40s and 50s along the coast. We'll see those sporadic showers until about sunset. And then once the sun goes down, then we're quieting it down, clear through the overnight and chilly by Friday morning with 30s and low 40s. And much like today, tomorrow morning sunshine, then afternoon clouds. And then again, we're looking at more of those afternoon showers. And it could be cooler with highs in the lower 50s and then clearing out Friday night. As we're seeing these breezy conditions, westerly winds at 3:30 over 20 miles per hour. So those temperatures in the 50s, feeling like 40s. You're going to want to bundle up and have that umbrella and rain gear ready to go into the afternoon hours. And as we go into Friday morning, I think we're looking at winds still staying up. So we're not looking at frost, just chilly conditions as we go into the morning hours, and still pretty breezy and chilly as we continue in this northwest flow right into the weekend. Here's Saturday, and I think we're looking at mostly cloudy skies again, maybe a stray sprinkle. We clear it out in the night at time hours, and then Sunday morning sunshine and then afternoon clouds once again. And pretty good news for the eclipse. We start to shift the winds, but maybe a few clouds. I think all in all, pretty good weather conditions for viewing then on Monday. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast, 56 Afternoon showers today, and then I think again Friday afternoon, not as numerous as today, 53. Some cold mornings dipping into the 30s and as cold as 36 Saturday and Sunday morning. Protect those plans. Saturday, 54, mostly cloudy, maybe a sprinkle. I think Sunday is drier, 57. Then Monday, the big eclipse, 62. A few clouds, close to 70. Tuesday, mix of sun and clouds, and 64 heading into Wednesday. So not a lot of sunshine, but definitely warming up into next week.
Thank you, Bob. We have an update on a story we brought to you yesterday. What was proposed to be the Margaritaville Hotel is being sized down to a smaller hotel in Ocean City. This is between 13th and 14th Street, but even though the site plan for the smaller hotel, it's been approved, some businesses around the area, they're pushing back. An appeal has been filed for the approval site plan. One of the issues brought up was the amount of parking, but Hugh Cropper, he's the attorney you see on your screen representing the future hotel developer, says there should be no problem with the plan as is.
I don't see any problem with the parking. It's code compliant. It's been approved by the Planning Commission. We have a final site plan approval, so I do not see any problem with parking.
And there's no timeline yet for the future hotel, and the appeal process still needs to come to a conclusion one way or another before any construction can begin. This does bring us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, what is your main concern about Margaritaville no longer coming to Ocean City?
All right, here are some of these results. 63% of you say, well, you're concerned about the lost jobs. All right, fair, totally fair point. 27% of you, the lost entertainment. Have you been to Margaritaville, Matt?
I've been to a couple Margaritaville.
Yeah.
It's a fun time. I'm a big Jimmy Buffett fan, of course, so yeah, it's a good time.
They do have good entertainment. Yeah, that's a bummer. 5% of you say the economic impact, and 5% of you also say less tourism. Well, whatever you're thinking, scan that QR code, go to coasttv.com, or you can vote on our mobile app. More to come this morning. Slaughter Beach cleanup for Earth Day. We're telling you what you need to know to give our communities some extra love ahead of the summer season. Don't go anywhere.
The UV Index Weather Report is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism. Somewhere to smile about.
From empty nester to first home, Accessible Home Builders does it all.
It was great working with Scott at Accessible Builders. He called us every Monday and asked us to come over to the house at each step of the way during the construction of our home.
It was pretty unique working with Scott because not only is he the owner, but he was working in here hands-on with his employees and really just trying to make our vision come to life.
Design your dream home with Accessible Home Builders.
For every season, every weather moment, stay ahead with the Coast TV First Alert Weather Phone. Just call 443-880-9100. Your forecast just a call away. Sponsored by the law offices of Baird, Mandalas, Brockstead, and Federico.
Don't miss the Spring Home Expo at Cape Henlopen High School in Lewis, April 6th and 7th. Admission is free, featuring 90 exhibitors from the Delaware Resorts region presenting their home products and services. Saturday from 9 to 4 and Sunday from 10 to 3. Come see a wide array of home products and service companies, home improvement, realtors, and builders, all under one roof. Many of the exhibitors will be giving away free gifts and prizes, and ample parking is free. Don't miss the free Spring Home Expo, April 6th and 7th at Cape Henlopen High School in Lewis.
Are you tired of contractors not showing up on time or not even returning your call? And why are you still waiting for an estimate? Maybe it's because the sales consultant they sent isn't really qualified to make a proper quote, only to find out the contractor isn't even licensed? That's why thousands of homeowners and businesses trust Delmarva's original crawl space experts. At DryTech, we're certified, trained, licensed, and insured. So your crawl space problem gets solved, guaranteed. Call DryTech today for a free assessment.
Next Jeopardy, put your hands in the air. 3 champs hunt for a spot in the finals with an ending you won't see coming.
Interesting. Thursday at 7:30 on Coast TV.
In Millsboro, Town Council looking to nail down its fiscal year 2025 budget. The 2024 budget saw a 4-cent increase per 100 gallons of water and service fees. And according to Director of Finance and Technology Matthew Hall, that was due in part to aging existing infrastructure. A workshop on the new budget is slated for April 23rd at noon.
The South Bethany town election will be here before you know it. The town has released some dates you want to make note of. The election will be held Saturday, May 11th. You can vote between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. If you cannot vote in person, you can pick up an absentee ballot. You can pick those up at Town Hall beginning April 19th, but you must submit it to the town before 3 p.m. on Election Day.
Here's an update in Berlin. This is about the smart water meter replacement project. The town's water department says additional technicians have joined existing crews. This is to help accelerate the projected timeline for water meter replacement. Crews are continuing to work Monday through Friday. However, the town says weekend hours can be expected too until the installation is complete.
Coastal communities are gearing up for Earth Day later this month, so mark your calendars for a cleanup event in Slaughter Beach. DENREC says volunteers can meet at the Slaughter Beach Pavilion April 22nd, which is Earth Day. An hour-long program will be presented twice, once at 10 a.m. and then again at 1 p.m. So join DuPont Nature Center naturalists who will be searching for aquatic creatures and cleaning up trash along the way. Registration is not required. The agency says trash bags and pickers will be provided for you.
First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahey joins us again. A buzz continuing to build about the big eclipse that's coming up on Monday. And to help you get prepared for that or just learn more about it, in a moment, Bob's going to have this QR code on the screen. So if you get your phone, you click on that, it'll take you to a website that we've set up, a site dedicated to the eclipse.
Yeah, guys, and I'm seeing that there could be a big problem on the interstates, on the roads, because people looking around, not paying attention to the roads. So they said it could be like 20 to 30 Super Bowls, something like that, with the amount of people watching and on the roads and stuff like that. So maybe take mass transit. All right, so we're looking at the path of total eclipse on Monday. It's only 4 days away. It's through Texas into the Ohio Valley and the Northeast. We're going to see about 85% of the eclipse, and I think we will see some sun. We'll see the eclipse originating in Texas right around 1 o'clock local time, and then it's moving northeast through Oklahoma, into Arkansas, and then into the boot heel of Missouri, then into the Ohio Valley around 3 o'clock Eastern time, and then through Ohio, through the Great Lakes, and then into New England shortly after 3 o'clock. You can see how the shadow is shaped like a moon, and then it exits the U.S. around 4:35. And I think we could be looking at a few clouds, mid to high level clouds, but all in all, I think things will cooperate. Make sure you have your glasses for the big event on Monday. I'll have more on that, plus what we can expect the next few days coming up in a few minutes.
Sounds good, Bob. Thank you. Also coming up after the break, Biden to speak with the Israeli Prime Minister. This after the deadly Israeli airstrike that killed 7 World Central Kitchen workers in Gaza.
An update in the recovery efforts for the collapsed Francis Scott Key Bridge in Maryland. We'll tell you what the governor says about the ongoing work.
And flooding in one part of Oak Orchard cause for concern. We're telling you why emergency responders say this issue making their jobs even harder. CoastTV News Today will be right back.
Hi, I'm Jeff from Nuts.com. When my grandfather started this business in 1929, he relied on 4 important values: freshness, quality, variety, and service. I'm proud to carry on his legacy, but from a bigger space. We still freshly roast, season, and dip delicious nuts here in New Jersey and deliver them with the freshest dried fruits, snacks, and sweets to families that love our products all around the country, including mine.
We think you'll love Nuts.com too. So check us out and enjoy 20% off plus free shipping on your first order.
Looking for fitness that fits your budget? Join Planet Fitness. Now through April 12th. Save big when you join the judgment-free zone for just $1 down, $10 a month. Cancel anytime. That's right. We've dropped our enrollment fee to just $1. So it's easy to start getting that big fitness energy. Never intimidating. Always free fitness training, equipment for every workout. And most clubs open 24 hours so you can get in, get energized, and get going. Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. Cancel anytime. Hurry. Deal ends Friday, April 12th.
Bay to Beach Builders is celebrating 20 years of helping families on Delmarva turn their dreams into reality. As one of the highest-rated home builders in the nation, we pride ourselves on offering the best home building experience. Choose from our award-winning home designs, or we can customize a plan that's tailored to your lifestyle. With Amish-built homes starting in the low 200s, we have a home for every stage of life and every budget. Start your journey by visiting one of our 2 convenient locations, or learn more at baytobeachbuilders.com.
Helping people is why I became an attorney. I'm Kelly Geloff of the Law Offices of Tunnel & Razor, and I handle personal injury cases. When I meet with clients, they're usually in pain due to their injuries and overwhelmed by their situation. They come to me because they need someone to help. As your attorney, I will strive to have you feel less stressed and be the voice you need to get you the compensation you deserve. And you'll have me and my entire staff to help you through the legal process. Trust us to be your voice.
Now on Coast TV News.
We're slowly drying out from yesterday's rain, but more April showers are in the forecast next couple of afternoons and cool temperatures as well. Details on that in your weekend forecast coming up in a few minutes.
Torrential troubles, it's a typical problem spot in our area after those heavy rains that Bob just mentioned. It's renewed concerns about flooding being hazardous.
Berlin school construction consideration after months of delay on a project. Worcester County commissioners set to resume the effort for a new Buckingham Elementary School.
Tax tweak in Selbyville, where town officials are specifically targeting to get more money for local government.
This is CoastTV News Today.
April 4th, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Paige Marley.
The time is 6:31. It is a Thursday morning, and I think safe to say here, I don't think I'm going out on a limb, but no matter what, it's going to be a calmer weather day today than compared to what we dealt with yesterday.
Yeah, for sure. But be careful still driving this morning. I hit a lot of puddles on the road.
Did you?
We expect that, right? Those back roads, it's every time. But I like to remind you, just drive real careful, drive slow, have your lights on, all that good stuff. But yes, you know what I'm getting excited for?
What are you getting excited for?
Bob's, I'm kind of jumping the gun here, but Bob's 10-day, it showed some 60s in the future.
I saw that page.
Some sun icons.
I'm excited.
Me too.
And I think the sun icons for this weekend, too, which we haven't had too many of since we flipped into 2024 this calendar year.
Exactly. So let's bring in Bob right now. We're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves, Bob, but we're just really excited for all of this to be cleared up.
You know, I think it's good to get ahead of yourselves when we're looking at the extended forecast with 60s next week, lows in the 40s and 50s, no 30s, no severe weather. So looking much better next week. But we still have some winterish weather to get through. So we're looking at, well, a break right now. We're seeing some stars, some clouds out there. We are drying out temporarily with one area of low pressure moving into New England with rain and a big snowstorm up there, while to the west, it's this spinning upper level low through the Ohio Valley with rain and snow. And eventually that system heads our way and will bring more rain into the afternoon. Nothing severe, no warnings, nothing like that. Out the door, temperatures in the low to mid 40s. So you want the jacket, you want the raincoat, umbrella, and the winds are picking up from the west, so it will get breezy as we go throughout the day. Here's 9 a.m. We're into the low to mid 40s. You see the sun, the clear spots starting to go away a little bit as the clouds are increasing by 11. The winds are also picking up as well. So we go into the afternoon, breezy, mostly cloudy. Temperatures only into the mid to maybe some upper 50s, and some showers hit and miss enough, I think, that you'll need that umbrella and raincoat. And then once the sun goes down, the rain will go away. Runner cast, we are looking at dry conditions this morning, so if you want to go for a jog and stay dry, the morning is the time to do that, with sun and clouds and temperatures in the 40s and then eventually into the 50s.
All right, Bob, thank you. Well, our stretch of rain this week, of course, not helping when dealing with flooding and standing water. It's been a long issue in Oak Orchard. Some people living on river roads say, get this, it can feel like a river. And that's why drainage improvements for that street are needed. The Indian River Volunteer Fire Company now saying flooding prevents standard emergency vehicles like fire trucks and ambulances from getting to situations quickly. DENREC and the Sussex Conservation District created a stormwater drainage system on Mercer Avenue in Oak Orchard, which people who live there tell us it has helped.
This morning, an update in the ongoing effort to rebuild the Francis Scott Key Bridge that collapsed in Maryland. It was just over a week ago that a container ship crashed into one of the support beams, sending the bridge into the water, taking the lives of over 4 men who were working on the bridge at the time. Now, yesterday, Maryland Governor Wes Moore said that work continues with recovering the bodies of those killed in the collapse and providing support to workers affected by this disaster. They're also looking to clear wreckage from shipping lanes. Moore said the rebuilding of the bridge, that is the last phase of the operation.
Happening today, we're expecting the resumption of the effort for a new Buckingham Elementary School in Berlin. This comes after Worcester County commissioners review how the construction of a new school will be paid for. The project was put on hold in October of last year over funding issues. Back then, the plans called for a new, nearly 100,000 gross square foot Buckingham School. That figure exceeded the state formula maximum of over 65,000 square feet.
There we got developing news out of Selbyville. That's where town officials are proposing an ordinance to amend its rental tax. The town is looking to impose a 2% gross receipts tax on all rental income for private and public lodging. This includes places like bed and breakfast inns, cabins, apartments, or really any commercial buildings which rent or lease space. All of this expected to be reviewed at next week's Town Council meeting.
Right now, we're going to take a live look at our nation's capital. We have new updates in all areas of our government, from the White House to the Senate.
Yeah, Paige, start with President Joe Biden, who today is expected to have a call with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. This will be the first phone call between the two leaders since the deadly Israeli airstrike killed 7 World Kitchen workers in Gaza. Now, according to a senior White House official, Biden is expected to express anger and frustration over the airstrike that was intended to hit Hamas targets but instead killed the aid workers. Biden is also expected to discuss humanitarian aid entering Gaza, worker safety, the ongoing hostages and ceasefire deal talks, and the concern over a potential ground incursion into Rafah. Israel's attempting to eliminate Hamas after last year's attack by the terror organization. Hamas beheaded Israeli civilians, committed a number of sexual atrocities as well.
And Mitch McConnell saying he's stepping down as GOP leader in November. McConnell, who is 82 years old, is the longest-serving Senate leader in history. He made that announcement Wednesday. He says he still plans to serve out the rest of his Senate term.
Check this out. The Statue of Liberty was hit by a big lightning bolt on Wednesday. That, according to the photographer that took this picture, this was around 6 p.m. Wednesday from Liberty State Park in New Jersey. The powerful thunderstorm knocked out power. That is such an impressive picture right there. There are wind gusts reaching up to 50 miles per hour during the storm. It's unclear if the Statue of Liberty sustained any major damage, but I could see that being a meme going
she looks
forward.
Awesome.
That is
that should be like a cover photo for the U.S.
I could see that being our
cover
or just a rock album back in the day for vinyl records. Yeah.
She looks cool.
All right, we still got a lot more to get to in this final half hour. Don't go anywhere.
We'll sit there and look at that picture all day. Yeah, still coming up. With summer approaching, Beach Patrol tryouts, they're underway in many coastal communities. We're telling you when you can try out in South Bethany.
Also, we look at the resumption of the high school sports schedule as we attempt to dry out today. Also, we're going to talk about a key NBA G League game. Stay with us on CoastTV News today.
And no winner last night. We're telling you how much money is on the line. Don't forget to stay with us on CoastTV News.
It starts with our oldest family tradition, artisan bread, topped with the finest hand-sliced meats and cheeses. Add in the freshest locally grown produce. But don't forget the In our house, it's not just a hoagie, it's a primo.
Are you dreaming of the perfect outdoor space where you can relax and entertain? Look no further than Delmarva's most trusted partner, Spicer Brothers. We pride ourselves on superior craftsmanship and only use the finest materials to create beautiful, durable decks. From classic wooden decks to low-maintenance PVC materials, we have the perfect solution for you. And right now, get a free Green Mountain Grill with your new deck. Plus, enjoy 0% financing with no payments and no interest for 18 months. Spicer Brothers, turning homeowners' dreams into reality for over 20 years.
Did you buy Scott today? Shop a different deal each day and save an extra 20% off our lowest sale prices. Trendy spring separates for Missies and Petites, $19.99. Fashion spring sets for infants, toddlers, and girls, $9.99 to $16.99. Men's Joe Marlin and U.S. Polo Association solid t-shirts, only $9.99. Find the lowest prices on vacuums from your favorite brands, $29.99 to $199.99. Plus, Saturday only take an extra 10% off.
Did you buy Scott today?
Delmarva's Classic Rock, Big 107.7.
It starts with our oldest family tradition, artisan bread, topped with the finest hand-sliced meats and cheeses. Add in the freshest locally grown produce. But don't forget the In our house, it's not just a hoagie, it's a primo.
Just about 6:40, sun is up as we speak, not seeing it on the Tunnel and Razor camera. And way out in the distance, to see these lights, we were talking about this during the break, that might be Cape May, New Jersey, out in that direction. But we're seeing a lot of clouds. We'll be seeing Partly cloudy to cloudy skies this morning. Temperatures out the door low to mid 40s, and it's breezy as well. So dress for late winter, as we'll see. Well, a little break in the action between storms. We have one area of low pressure to the north with rain and snow across the northeast. Then another system back to the west. That promises some rain as we move into the afternoon hours. Here's your checklist. You need the umbrella and the raincoat, not for this morning, but for this afternoon. Nothing severe, no rain boots. Don't need that, but do watch for the puddles, wet roads this morning from last night's rain. Always good to have that hot cup of coffee, and it's good to have the shades as well. You'll need those this morning, not so much this afternoon. Call the Coast TV First Alert weather line. Your forecast is just a call away. Sponsored by Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
We have a report of attempted arson in Salisbury. It's currently being investigated by the Maryland State Fire Marshal. It happened here at that garage on South Park Drive. Now, as you can see, the garage is still standing. Firefighters didn't even have to make an appearance. There was no damage, but the fire marshal's asking anyone with information about the attempted arson to please give them a call. We have that phone number on our article on CoastTV.com.
Yeah, Paige, I got some disappointing news.
Okay.
I did not win the Powerball ticket last night.
Aw.
I know that because there was no jackpot winner. The jackpot now goes to an estimated $1.23 billion. I don't understand why I don't win, but Paige, you, I, Bob, we all have a chance again. The next drawing is Saturday night.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Mother Nature hasn't been too friendly to high school sports on Delmarva this week, but today we hope the rain will subside so one of the best games on our slate can take place on the diamond. Smyrna baseball takes the trip to Sussex County to battle the Sussex Tech Ravens. Sussex Tech made a state quarterfinals appearance last year, and they're looking to take a leap further in 2024. The Ravens are 3-0 so far this season, outscoring opponents 26-5 in the process. Meanwhile, the Eagles have won back-to-back games over Milford and Indian River following a season-opening loss to Sussex Central. You can watch this matchup live on DSN at 4:10 later today. In the NBA G League, the Philadelphia 76ers affiliate, the Delaware Blue Coats, are in the Eastern Conference semifinals tonight. The Coats knocked off the Indiana Mad Ants 123-101 back on Tuesday to secure their spot. The 6-seed Blue Coats take the trip to Portland, Maine to battle the 2-seed Maine Celtics. In the first round of the playoffs, Ricky Council IV led the team with 28 points. Last night in boys lacrosse action, Burke Healy's hat trick would not be enough for Cape Henlopen as they suffered their first loss of the season to LaSalle College High School 15-9. The Vikings hope to bounce back on Monday when they take on Saints Peter and Paul. Everyone keep your fingers crossed that the rain holds off and we'll have some action today. That'll do it for sports. Have a great day, everyone.
Here's what's happening today at 4 on Coast Life. We're showing you a way you can ride around Delmarva in style. And a new way for you to grocery shop for you and your family for a whole lot less. All that and more today at 4 on Coast Life.
Looking forward to that, and well, we had some stars earlier. Now the clouds have filled back in on our gutter helmet cam. It does look pretty chilly out there. It's in the 40s, it's breezy. We've got some more April showers on the way the next couple of afternoons. Then it dries out for the weekend, but it's still on the chilly side. I'll have the details on that coming up in just about 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
It's a match! What? Your host, Kristen Wiig.
Sorry.
With musical guest, Ray.
Freaking excited! I want to take Alyssa out.
I just wonder if Stephanie gets tired of putting makeup on her two faces.
A snake will always be a snake. The tea is hot. I am through.
I can't deal with this. Panic attack.
Deal or No Deal Island, Monday on NBC and Peacock.
Vision loss can be gradual, and your elderly loved ones might not realize how compromised their vision has become. There are some simple ways you can help. Clear all pathways in their home to prevent accidents. Label items with bright colors and make sure those items stay in a designated place. When you need help, consult with a professional in-home care provider. Home Care Services can set up a safety plan, assist with running errands and other tasks that might be difficult for them.
To learn more about Home Care Services, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
Taking you back to the decade of neon colors, big hair, and of course, great music. Join me, April, every morning at 8 a.m. on 107.1 The Duck as I play some of your favorite tunes from back in the day. It's April's Awesome 80s, sponsored by Easton Auto Care and Denton Auto Care and Tire.
Weather brought to you by Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, dedicated to excellence in Delaware and Maryland.
Thank you for calling Coastal Comfort.
This is a complimentary call. A couple of years ago, I had my heat pumps replaced. Last night, I noticed one of them wasn't working right. Somebody was out here within a couple of hours, and it's working perfectly. I was in the service industry for 33 years. Good service is something you can't find today. It very much is appreciated. Your crew is a good crew. Really fine people are professional and they're efficient.
Coastal Comfort, a Carrier factory authorized dealer. Carrier, turn to the experts.
It's now 6:45 on your Thursday morning. Let's check out the live scene. What's going on outside at Laurel. Bob, sun's on its way up. You can still see those clouds right there blocking some of the sun. But all we need to hear today, Bob, we're going to see some sunshine.
We're going to see some sunshine. No code red, no code yellow, Paige. Just run-of-the-mill showers as we go into the afternoon hours. That's music to our ears. And we have had some clear skies this morning, some stars, and some places seeing the clouds filling back in. So we have a little dry spot this morning, then the rain will come back. Now, drive with caution this morning. We have large puddles, wet roads from yesterday's rain and storms, and still some April showers, mainly afternoon hours today and tomorrow. So pack the umbrella and raincoat for some afternoon rain. And of course, it's the big talk, or the solar eclipse is 4 days away. Right now, we're thinking partly cloudy skies, and make sure you scan that special QR code right there saying solar eclipse, and that will take you to our webpage, and you'll see a special page dedicated to the eclipse. Looking forward to that. And this morning, once again, we are looking at some clear to partly cloudy skies and mostly cloudy in some areas. We're seeing one storm move away, and this was the front, this whole complex that gave us our rough weather yesterday, now bringing rain to southern New England and Long Island and snow into New England. But there's another piece to this storm. It's an upper level low through the Ohio Valley with rain and snow. We're not going to see the snow, but we'll see the system pushing to the east, and with the afternoon heating, we'll see some showers. Now this morning, it's chilly out the door. Temperatures in the low 40s and feeling even cooler with a west-northwest breeze. So lower 40s this morning. Here's Futurecast at 7:30. Seeing some holes in the overcast, other places seeing the clouds, and that'll be the case through mid-morning as temperatures slowly rise. And by noon, the clouds are more numerous. We're looking at mostly cloudy skies. Low to mid-50s. You see the arrows starting to get a little bolder, indicating the breezier conditions. So coming out of the west inland areas, then along the coast, we're looking at a sea breeze, 40s and 50s there. So it's going to be a cold day along the coast, mid to upper 50s inland. And we're looking at those afternoon showers as well, hit and miss, maybe some brief heavy rain. And then once the sun goes down, we will start to see things clear out, and it gets chilly into Friday morning with mid to upper 30s. But I think the wind will prevent any frost at that time. Then morning sunshine tomorrow, more clouds in the afternoon, and more showers once again, and even cooler with lower 50s as we're seeing these breezy winds over 20 miles per hour. And that will continue really the next several days. And as we go into Friday evening, still breezy as well. We continue in this northwest flow through the weekend with sunshine in the mornings, clouds in the afternoon with showers. And then by Monday, looking pretty good for the eclipse. Just a few clouds, all in all, pretty good viewing. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast. No red or yellow there. No code red or yellow alerts. Just some afternoon showers today and tomorrow with 50s. Overnight lows in the 30s. Pulling the plants, especially heading into the weekend with 50s. Eclipse weather 62. Some clouds close to 70 on Tuesday with sun and clouds.
All right, Bob, thank you so much. Well, tick season, it's upon us on Delmarva. So what do you need to know about ticks in Delaware? Well, according to DENREC, in this part of the country, ticks aren't just a problem in the peak season. They are on the hunt all year round. When compared to the rest of the state, Sussex County is a hotbed for those little biters. Most bites actually happen right in your own backyard, so be very vigilant about checking yourself and wearing bug spray. Remember, ticks also go after kids and pets, so make sure to check your mini-me's and your furry friends on the regular.
Berlin has announced its spring bulk waste collection dates. There will be free curbside collection for homeowners on Wednesday, April 10th and Wednesday, April 17th. Collection is limited to 4 items per household per collection date. Town says a box or bag containing several items and weighing 50 pounds or less will be considered one item.
Summer just a few months away now, and South Bethany Beach Patrol already starting its quest to keep the beach safe. Lifeguard hopefuls can demonstrate their strength, agility, and commitment to public safety at some upcoming tryout dates. Those are scheduled for April 27th and May 18th at noon. It's taking place at the heart of the action on the beach at South 2nd Street.
Now, here's something that's got my attention. April is National Pickleball Month, so it's only fitting that a pickle brawl is happening in one of our communities. Dogfish Head is hosting the first ever event in Milton. They're going to transform its parking lots into courts. Pickleball spots are all sold out, but the brewery promises pickle-centric food and beverages, including the release of the Pickle Brawl beer. Love that logo. This is all happening from 11 to 5 this Saturday. Rough week? Cheer up with a weekly dose of local good news from Coast TV with personal features, fun things to do each weekend, and more. Lighten up your week. Subscribe to the Coast TV Feel Good Friday newsletter. You can sign up now for free at coasttv.com/sign up. That way you'll get your weekly dose of joy directly to your inbox.
Here's another little dose of joy for you. At 6:50, we're going to check in with our coastal pet of the day.
Yep, today's coastal pet, or I should say pets, they're two best friends who got to spend some time outside earlier this week. Obviously, this is before all the rain. On your screen right now are Cookie and Cooper. They love a good play date any chance they get. These two best buds were submitted to us by Donna in Millsboro.
Very sweet. We want to keep seeing all your pets on Delmarva. Keep sending us photos and telling us what makes your pet so special.
You can take a look at your screen. We got the QR code there. And that way you can submit your furry friends to Coast TV News and then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
And a beautiful shot at the beach this morning. It looks like the Atlantic Ocean's calming down, a beautiful vista in Rehoboth right now. Lots of clouds, some blue skies, and then more April showers this afternoon and tomorrow. It does dry out for the weekend, and then it warms up big time next week. I'll have your 10-day forecast coming up after the break.
Mark your calendars for Runway, a formal style fashion show, Sunday, April 21st at the Rehoboth Beach Convention Center. Prepare to be dazzled by stunning looks from Rehoboth's finest boutiques, live music and entertainment, plus champagne and hors d'oeuvres. Tickets are $50 and are available now. Treat yourself to a fun and stylish evening you won't soon forget. For more information, visit Rehoboth Beach Main Street's Facebook page.
Enjoy some family time with America's pastime at the Delmarva Shorebirds. When you're here, everything inside is fair ball. Your favorite treats, craft beers, fireworks every Saturday, and the best giveaways. Tickets start at just $15 to see the O Stars of Tomorrow on Delmarva today. Save time. Buy tickets online at theshorebirds.com.
When it comes to building your new home, don't settle for anything less than the best. Bay to Beach Builders is your trusted source for experience, quality, and design. Our team of experts work with you from start to finish to create your dream home. Expect an elevated customer experience with home visualizers, virtual home tours, and technology-inspired selections in our design studios. Visit one of our 2 convenient locations in Greenwood and Ocean View, or visit baytobeachbuilders.com. Your new home journey is a click away.
16 years ago, we founded Community Bank Delaware with the goal of providing high-quality banking services to our local community. Here you meet with decision makers, people just like you who live in and love this community. We provide the newest banking technologies to our customers, supported by our local team of banking professionals. Our bank serves clients throughout Sussex County, and we continue to grow, all thanks to you. Community Bank Delaware, where community matters.
At BSD, we're here to serve you, our client. But did you know all that BSD has to offer? Everything for the inside and outside of your home. Decking, siding, trim, stairs, railings, hurricane shutters, kitchen and baths, and we install. As your local Anderson Diamond dealer, we also offer full service on all your Anderson products, because Anderson backs their product with the best warranty in the industry. Visit one of our showrooms today, and we'll show you all we have to offer.
It's 6:54 and time for things you need to know before you go. Today, President Biden expected to have a call with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. This will be the first phone call between the two leaders since the deadly Israeli airstrike killed 7 World Central Kitchen workers in Gaza, according to a senior White House official. Biden is expected to express anger and frustration over that airstrike that was intended to hit Hamas but instead killed those aid workers. Biden also expected to discuss humanitarian aid entering Gaza.
Mitch McConnell says he will be stepping down as GOP leader in November. McConnell, who's 82 years old, is the longest-serving Senate leader in history. He made this announcement Wednesday, but he says he still plans to serve out the rest of his Senate term.
An update on the ongoing effort to rebuild the Francis Scott Key Bridge that collapsed in Maryland. It was just over a week ago that a container ship crashed into one of the support beams, sending that bridge into the water and took the lives of over 4 men who were working on the bridge at the time. Yesterday, Maryland's Governor Wes Moore said that work continues with recovering the bodies of those killed in the collapse and providing support to workers affected by the disaster. They're also clearing wreckage from shipping lanes. Moore says rebuilding the bridge is the last phase of the operation.
Check this out. Statue of Liberty hit by a huge bolt of lightning Wednesday, and according to the photographer, these photos were taken around 6 p.m. It was from Liberty State Park in New Jersey. The powerful thunderstorm knocked out power to thousands in northern New Jersey. Those wind gusts up to 50 miles an hour during that storm. Very cool photo there. However, it's unclear if the Statue of Liberty got any major damage. All right, well, some exciting news for Matrix fans. A 5th installment of the beloved franchise on the way.
Warner Brothers officially announced Matrix 5 is in the development.
All right, Keanu Reeves and Carrie-Anne Moss have starred in all the prior movies as Neo and Trinity.
Yeah, however, right now, casting details aren't clear about this 5th film.
I should probably watch the first and the second and the third. Yeah, have you seen them all?
I feel like I've seen 3.
Yeah, is this the one where they go like, whoa?
Yeah, that's
like that?
Yeah,
That's,
I think they do that in every film.
Oh, do they? Okay, that's just how I know it by.
Yeah.
But cool, I'll have to check them out.
All right.
All right, 6:56. We should take a quick look at your forecast.
Yeah, Bob, I'm checking here. I got an update. We are no alert today. No weather alert today.
Yes.
None.
So exciting.
None. And I think the Matrix, didn't they have like chocolate chip cookies or something? Like he was talking to an oracle and chocolate chip cookies.
Maybe.
Yeah. And dodging the bullets, all that good stuff. Yeah. But that's a good movie. And our weather is okay today, guys. We are looking at some sunshine this morning, so you need the sunglasses this morning. 40s, 50s, increasing clouds. Not seeing in our day part forecast, but definitely some showers. Kind of a chilly day, 56, but no red or yellow, indicating any warnings the next several days. Paul Davis 10-day forecast. We're getting cold at night. Lows in the 30s beginning tomorrow morning. Mid-30s Saturday and Sunday morning. Highs in the 50s Friday through Sunday. Lots of clouds, a little bit of sun, maybe some sprinkles Saturday. Eclipse weather, not bad, 62. Some clouds close to 70 on Tuesday. We do get into a nice pattern of mid to upper 60s next week. Maybe some more spring showers Thursday and Friday. And overnight lows warming up to the 40s and 50s.
Liking it, Bob. Thank you. And thank you all for joining us on Coast TV News today.
And the Today Show is coming up next at 7 a.m.
As always, we'll be back with Coast TV midday at 11, so stick around.
Yep, and for even more news and coverage you can count on, go ahead, download our Coast TV News and weather apps. Have a great Thursday morning, everybody.
Now on Coast TV News.
All eyes on the Bay Bridge, a new report sounding alarms after the collapse of the Key Bridge last week. Deadly hit and run update, charges filed, a man in custody, and some details you just have to hear.